let's proceed on to pre-quarterfinal quiz number 16. Okay. So everyone, this is the All India Global Jigyasa Online Inter-School Contest that is conducted by SkillSphere Education. We are a pan-India skill set development organization that focuses on the development of public speaking, communication skills, general awareness, 21st century skills, and a plethora of other skills through very interesting teaching methods, activities, and we conduct both offline and online all across India. We are associated with over 60,000 students from over 180 schools span India. Yours truly, my name is Ananj Prasad and I'm the quiz master and also the founder and managing director of SkillSphere Education. In this wonderful Global Jigyasa Online Inter-School Quiz Contest, we have 35 participating schools from 15 cities and 105 participating students in all. Every one of these 35% students, it is for students of grades 6 to 8. 3 sets of rounds are going to be taking place. We are in the pre-quarterfinals. Then our quarters, which are going to take place tomorrow and day after. We then have our semis, finally leading up to the grand finale, which is on Sunday noon. Okay? This is India's first and biggest online inter-school Zoom quiz. For your reference, I would like to tell you that we are conducting this via Zoom while following all the essential Ministry of Home Affairs Security guidelines in place. Live is basically streamed live via Facebook. We also tried to stream it live via YouTube, but all those who have tried to access it on YouTube have probably been redirected to Facebook for the simple reason that YouTube and Facebook both are unfortunately not in a position to stream on both. Zoom is only allowing us to stream on one of the two. So we decided to stream on Facebook. On YouTube, you would do a video which redirects you to Facebook. All right. Students can neither mute nor switch off their videos at that point in time when the quiz is taking place. You can neither mute nor switch off your video. In disconnection or connectivity issues, we will try and cooperate, but we cannot guarantee you that we will be able to cooperate to the best of our abilities to the point where we can repeat a question. For example, if in the middle of a question you get disconnected, then I'm sorry, we will have to forfeit that question because we cannot allow for a competitive advantage. Okay? But we have, of course, cooperated and will continue to cooperate. Any form of cheating will result in absolute automatic disqualification. And the quiz master, my decision is final. All right. We have Ashi ma'am, who's the assistant quiz master. Say hi to Ashi ma'am. And
hello, hi ma'am.
Hello ma'am.
To our entire audience checking it on Facebook stream as well. I want everybody to have a look at Fursan and Anas, two of the backbones of this entire quiz along with their respective teams. They have worked very, very hard to make sure that we have all the logistics and plans in place, getting students coordinated from all across the country on time on Zoom, on Sunday messages going on. So kudos goes out to Fursan, Ninad and our team on that end. And of course, likewise with Anas, who's been working very hard to make sure that we are able to stream effectively on Facebook. Apart from that, of course, we have so many other members of our team which I'll keep introducing or who I'll keep introducing. What I'd also like to say is that students are allowed to keep cell phones. The only reason for that is that if they have a connectivity issue, then Fursan, our team can actually give them a call. So let's quickly talk about the pre-quarterfinal quizzes. There are 16 pre-quarterfinal quizzes and this is the 16th one.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
So there's a lot of disturbance coming from one end.
Okay, 1 second.
I believe it's coming from Avnish's phone. Avnish, is it possible for you to change?
Is it still coming?
He's put himself on mute.
I have muted.
You have to unmute yourself.
Is it still coming?
No, sir, it's not.
Okay, okay. So it's basically from Avnish. Is it better now?
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay.
Sir, I'm really sorry, sir.
No
Sir,
worries.
I'm really sorry if there is any disturbance.
No worries, no worries. Avnish, it happens. Is it better now, Goeta?
Yes, sir.
Great.
Thank you, sir.
There are actually 16 pre-quarterfinal quizzes that will be taking place. And in fact, this is the 16th pre-quarterfinal quiz. The two students from each pre-quarterfinal quiz are actually going to be qualifying for the next round. And this is what is going to take place in this quiz as well. Okay. All the pre-quarterfinal quizzes have been designed on one of 4 different formats. Okay. They've been designed on one of 4 different formats. All of these formats are based on sports: cricket, soccer, basketball, and kabaddi. And in fact, this pre-quarterfinal number 16 is based on the sport of kabaddi. That doesn't mean all questions are on kabaddi, just the format is based on kabaddi. Okay. And there are 3 rounds in this format. all of these rounds will be explained as we reach them. Let's start off with round number one. Round number one. Okay, again there is disturbance, isn't it, Goika? Goika, can you let us know?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, I'll tell you what, just to ensure that this disturbance is cut, what I shall do is that if it is not a carry forward round, okay, I will keep Avanish on mute, okay, because it does not matter if it is not a carry forward round. So Avanish is on mute. Is it better now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, superb.
Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
If there's any disturbance, you let me know. Okay, I'll keep Avnish on mute. Avnish, when your question comes, I'll unmute you. Is that fine, Avnish? Okay. So round one of the pre-quarterfinal number 16 is called Lona. In the game of Kabaddi, if you get all members of the other team out, you get 2 extra points. This is called a Lona. In round one, you not only have the ability to get points, but double them too in a similar manner. Because in this round, what will happen is that each one of you participants will be asked a direct question, which cannot be carried forward in case of an incorrect answer. Okay. You will get a direct question. It will not be carried forward. You get plus 10 for a correct answer. There are no negative points. In case the participant answers the question correctly, you will be given a follow-up question. You will be asked a follow-up question worth another 10 points. Okay. But if you answer that follow-up question incorrectly, you will get minus 5 points. So let me explain. You get a direct question. For that direct question, there are absolutely no negative points. If you answer incorrectly, you get plus 10 for answering correctly. If you answer the direct question correctly, then I will ask you a follow-up question worth 10 more points. But if you answer that incorrectly, you'll get minus 5. Clear to everyone? No carry.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So at this point in time, the first question was going to go out to Medhansh from Euroschool Airoli. All the best, Medhansh. Medhansh,
Thank you, sir.
the question is, the Kohinoor diamond is placed in a museum in this city. Can you name this city?
Sir, London.
London is the correct answer. Well done, Medhansh. 10 points to you. And the next question for you is, can you name the famous river that passes through this city?
Thames.
Thames is the correct answer. Well done, Medhansh, with all the confidence. So quickly, 20 points to you, Medhansh. Well done. Great start to the quiz. Harley, the next question is...
Yes, sir.
Harley, your question. This. Bhopal is the capital of which Indian state?
Sir, Madhya Pradesh.
Is the correct answer. 10 points to you, Harley. And the connection question is, Bhopal is also home to the largest mosque in India. Can you name this mosque, Harley? 5, 4, 3, 2.
Sir, Thames or something. No, sir, that I don't know. Sir, I don't know the answer.
You don't know the answer. Are you sure? Will I accept? I don't know the answer. All right, fair enough. You don't know the answer.
Okay.
Fair enough. The answer is actually Taj ul Masjid. Okay.
Okay,
The
sir.
biggest mosque in India is called Taj ul Masjid. That's located in Bhopal. I don't accept your I don't know because you were still in the process of thinking and I had not asked you for your direct answer. So we'll not give a negative points. 10 points for the first question. Next question
Okay,
goes to
sir.
Avnish from Symbiosis. Avnish from Symbiosis. Ankara is the capital of which country? Avnish?
Yes, sir.
Of Ankara, the capital of which country?
Sir, I do not know.
Okay, you do not know. No worries, Avnish. I'll
Yes,
just
sir.
read you again. Okay, and anybody else who wants to answer this question, just raise your hand.
From me.
Yes, Medansh, tell me.
Ankara is the capital of Turkey.
Very good. Turkey is the correct answer. Can you name the continent or continents in which Turkey is located?
Asia and Europe.
Is the correct answer. Well done. Well done, Medansh. Of course, you don't get points for this. This was a recreational answer. The next question goes out to Goeka from Bluebells Public School. All the best,
Yes,
Goeka.
sir.
Goeka, your question is, can you name the young environmental activist known globally for the school strike for climate?
Yes, sir. Greta Thunberg.
Is the correct answer. Well done, Goeka. Your
Thank you, sir.
follow-up question is, talking about child activists, name this young activist for female education in Pakistan. She is the youngest Nobel laureate.
So Malala Yousafzai.
Is the correct answer. 20 points to Goeka. Well done, Goeka. Well
Thank
done.
you, sir.
All right, let's move on. The next question is for our student from Euroschool Thane, Ishit. Ishit, your question is, what is this animal called?
It's an ape. Sorry, it's a gorilla.
Gorilla or ape?
Gorilla.
Gorilla is the correct answer. Gorilla, mountain gorilla. I give you the points for that. Well done. Okay. The next question for you is, in Cincinnati Zoo, a gorilla named Harambe was shot and killed by the zoo authorities to rescue a human child that had fallen into its enclosure. The killing of this gorilla created a huge uproar across the world. Do you know the country in which the city is located? 5, 4.
West Bengal.
That is incorrect. I am sorry. That is unfortunately the incorrect answer. I was asking for a country. West Bengal is not a country.
Oh,
You are in fact going to get your -5 here. I'm sorry about that. My apology. In fact, there was a huge uproar about this. My wife, Henna, all right, huge source of support. She's a vet, and in fact, I know some of the inside stories. Unfortunately, it's protocol. It's protocol in spite of children, wanting to jump around and adults not looking after them in zoos when they actually travel to them. If a child actually falls into an enclosure of an animal, as per protocol, they have to shoot the animal. And this poor gorilla actually was trying to look after the child apparently. But the fact is, as per protocol, they had to shoot it, which is unfortunately really cruel, because firstly, we keep them where we keep them. And then, we treat them in this way when, they're actually trying to show compassion. But such is life, unfortunately. There is actually a statue of Harambe that has been made in Cincinnati Zoo, which is in the United States of America. Okay, Cincinnati is in the United States of America. All right, very quickly, let's move on to the final question of round number 1, which is for Pavni from Maharani Gayatri Devi Girls Public School, Jaipur. Okay, can you name the religion founded by the personality shown below? Pavni. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. No answer, Pavni. I am sorry. That is actually a tree. This man is sitting in a meditation mudra. And what is his name?
So Gautam Buddha.
Gautam Buddha.
And the religion he founded was.
Buddhism.
Okay. Avnish, I'm so sorry, Baba. I forgot to unmute you. Is the disturbance still coming from Avnish?
No, sir.
Okay, great. If the disturbance starts coming, then I'll mute him. Otherwise, I don't want to actually, unfortunately, if I mute him, then the poor fellow, if he wants to answer a question, he won't be able to do that.
Yes.
I don't want to do that. Avnish, in fact, this is a question for you only. Okay.
Yes. Yes, sir.
What is the highest Buddhist population in the world, Avnish?
Maybe
Anyone else?
So may I?
Yes, Gueka, you may.
So Thailand.
No.
Sir, Tibet.
Samir.
Yes.
Sir, Sikkim.
Sikkim is not a country.
Tibet.
Answer is China.
No.
Okay. So very quickly, let's have a look at the scores. We are done with the first round of the quiz. And let's see what the status of this entire scoreboard is. Just give me one moment. Let me move to the 16th page. And Ashi, could you please show us the scores?
Yes.
Tell us what the scores are. I have shared the screen right now.
Okay. Okay, so in round 1, we have Medansh and Guika leading with 20 points. We have Harli with 10 points. And we have Ishit Rai with 5 points. The rest are yet to guess.
Thank you very much, Ashi. So at this point in time, it's very open, honestly. Round 1 is just the start. A lot of things change over the duration of the entire quiz. Medansh and Gueka, well done. But there's a lot of time to go. And for all of y'all, Harli, Ishit, all of you, a lot of time to catch up. Avnish, Pavni, don't worry about it. Keep participating in the right spirit. And I'm sure you will make it very close, if not even qualify directly for the next round. I'm sure that should happen. Okay, 1 second.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
So the disturbance is coming again.
Okay. All right. No worries. I will just.
So,
Yes.
maybe it is because the fan is on in my room. If I can switch it off right now, so then can you see for the disturbance?
Sure. Yeah. Let's try and switch it off and see.
Is it still coming, sir?
Gueka?
No, sir. No, sir. Not now.
But now when it starts coming, boy fellow, I don't want to mute Avnish. Such a sweet boy he is. Let's quickly move on. Let's move on now to round 2. So round 2 is actually called the do or die raid. Okay, a do or die raid is a very interesting raid in Kabaddi. So what happens is that, you know, if a raider from one team goes into the other side's half a couple of times without, you know, scoring points, they are called empty raids. If there are 2 empty raids, the third raid becomes a do or die raid where a point has to be scored. If a point is not scored, then automatically that person who's raiding is out. Okay, so in a similar way, this is a do or die round for you, because in this round, each participant will be asked one direct question. Plus 15 points for answering it correctly, minus 5 points for answering it incorrectly. Okay, questions do get carried forward, plus 10 points for answering a carry forward question correctly. No negative marking on a carry forward question. Important thing is that when I say plus 15 and minus 5 on a direct question, if you pass a question, you do not get any negative points. Is that clear to everybody? On a carry forward question, plus 0 points. No worries. All good. So this time, because it's round number 2 and we like to flip the orders around, this time we'll go backwards. We went from top to bottom. This time we'll go from bottom to top. The first question will be asked to Pavni from MGD. Bhuta, is there disturbance?
Yes, sir. So there's a little bit of disturbance.
Okay. Otherwise, everybody else, do you think there's a disturbance in general?
No, sir, like very little.
Very little, sir.
Okay, great. So Pavni, your direct question is, the largest car maker in the world, Toyota, has its headquarters in this country. Can you name the country, Pavni?
Japan.
Is the correct answer. Well done. Very, very well done. Plus 15 points to Pavni. Pavni is now in the game. Let's move on to Ishit from Euro School Thane. Ishit, your question is, what is the capital of Belgium? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I need an answer, Ishit.
Pass.
Okay. Ishit passes it on, so it goes to Pavni from MGD. Pavni, do you know the answer? Passes to Medhansh.
Brussels.
Is the correct answer. Well done. Brussels is the capital of Belgium. Also the headquarters of the EU, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So Brussels is the correct answer. Well done. Well done, Medhansh. Let's quickly move on to your direct question. Is it your direct question? I'm sorry. It's Guika's direct question at this point in time. Guika, your direct question is, do you know which famous Indian cricketer is referred to as the Wall? 5, 4, 3.
Pass, sir.
You want to pass it? Okay, no worries,
Yes.
Guika. Ishit?
Pass.
Pavni? Medhansh
Rahul Dravid.
is the correct answer. Well done. Plus 10 points to Medhansh once again. He scored 2 plus 10s in this entire round. All right, very good. Let's move on. It is the Wall, Rahul Dravid. His photo was there as well. One of the greatest Indian cricketers. I think he was slightly before some of your generations. The Sachin, Dravid, Ganguly, Lakshman eras. Have you seen them play?
No, sir.
Yeah, sir. No, sir.
Very young back then, I guess. No worries. Let's move on. You must watch them though. They were the most fabulous quartet. And I grew up watching them. It was one of the most wonderful times of cricket in India. Not that it's not so wonderful anymore, but it was very different. Back India was becoming a great cricketing team. Okay. It was actually building up into a good cricketing team. Let's move on to Avnish from Symbiosis School, Pune.
Sir,
Yes.
so it's symbiosis.
From Symbiosis, yeah. Symbiosis School, Pune. Yes.
Yes.
Avnish, your question is this, Baba. Can you name this iconic Indian singer who holds the record for recording the maximum number of songs? 11,000 songs or more she has recorded. In 5, 4, 3, 2,
Pass. Pass, sir.
passes. Goes to Goeka.
So Lata Mangeshkar.
Is the correct answer. Ishit?
What?
Ishit, what is the answer? Asha Bhosle is the correct answer. 10 points to you. Lata Mangeshkar's sister, younger sister, Asha Bhosle. 10 points. Okay, Guika just got it wrong. ऊपर नीचे हो गया थोड़ा. Okay, let's quickly move on to Harley. Harley,
Yes,
your,
sir.
your question is this. Can you name the star closest to Earth apart from the sun? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. We move from Harley to Avnish.
Sir, Proxima Centauri.
Is the incorrect answer. I am so sorry, Avnish. We move on to Guhika.
So Vibrio Galeria.
No. Ishit
Pass.
moves to Pavni.
Is it moon?
Is not a star. Vedansh
The pole star.
is incorrect answer. We need to pause. Full star. Proxima Centauri is actually not the closest star. It is among the set of closest stars. The closest stars are actually two stars: Alpha Centauri A, Alpha Centauri B. Okay, so it's not the Proxima Centauri. My apologies for that. Okay, so I cannot give it to you for the for the answer Proxima Centauri. Alpha, it's actually Alpha Centauri A and B, and then we go to the Proxima Centauri. That is the order. Okay, as established, we had to reconfirm that as well. So this is unfortunately the incorrect answer. Okay, it was Harley's direct question, right?
Yes, sir.
Did she answer it?
No.
So no negative marks. Just reconfirming. Medansh Baba, this is your direct question now. In which is the easternmost point of India located? In which state is the easternmost point of India located?
The Nagaland.
-5 to Medansh. My apologies, Medansh. That's not the easternmost point of India. Okay.
Arunachal Pradesh.
Is the correct answer. Arunachal Pradesh is the correct answer. Harley got it, otherwise your answer was missed. Arunachal Pradesh, well done. 10 points to Harley. Okay, so Harley, well done. At the end of this, we come to an end of round number 2. Very quickly, let us check the scores. Okay, very quickly, let's check the scores. Ashi, I believe they are updated. Ashi, can you update us about the scores?
At the end of round 2, we have Medansh Mehta from Euroschool Airoli leading with 35 points. Next, we have Harley Kachela from St. Paul's School, Rajkot, and Guhika Joshi from Bluebells Public School, Vietnam, 20 points. After that, we have Ishit Rai and Srivastav from Euroschool, Thane, and Girls School, respectively, 15 points each. And finally, we have Avnish here to
Okay, 1 second. I feel there's a disturbance once again. Okay, so I'm just going to mute Avnish just for the reference of all our Facebook live streamers. Yes, Medansh Mehta is clearly in the lead from Euroschool Airoli with 35 points in spite of that -5 that he received. Harley and Guhika Joshi from St. Paul's School, Rajkot and Bluebell School, Gurugram are on 20 points each. Ishit Rai and Pavni Srivastav are on 15 points each. So we have like a grouping taking place here at the moment. Euroschool Thane, Ishit Rai and Pavni Srivastav from MGD Girls School, Jaipur. Avnish Kulkarni still needs to open his score, but I'm sure that will happen very quickly. It's called the luck of the draw, actually. You sometimes get those questions that you don't know and everybody else's questions you know. I feel that is happening a little bit. Happens always. And you know, this is what is called the grass is greener on the other side. Always happens with all of us. You're like, Arey, I wanted this question. Why did you give me this question? I'm sure you're cursing me in your mind saying, Arey, did you ask me? No, why are you asking him? Anyway, that always happens. Okay, 1 second. Yes, Amish was saying. Amish, tell me.
Yes, sir. The past question, when I raised my hand, I actually knew the answer to that, but she answered it first.
Happens. Okay. I'm going to mute it very quickly. I'm going to move on to the next round. Give me 1 second, please. Round 3. This is round number 3. Very quickly. Let me just open it on Zoom. Let me share my screen. Round 3 is called bonus point. Okay, it's called bonus point. The bonus point is a very exciting point in Kabaddi. So honestly, you know, Kabaddi was almost a dead sport until this Pro Kabaddi League that was launched by Star Sports became such a big success. And I absolutely love Kabaddi since then. I'm a sports buff in general. And it's a very exciting game, very short game, just 40-45 minutes. Very, very exciting to see how things move in Kabaddi. And I was so very happy to see some things. And one of the most exciting players, now he's retired, is Anup Kumar. used to play for U Mumbai. Me being from Mumbai, I support everything that's Mumbai, so I used to support U Mumbai. And he was actually, the champion of the bonus points. So there's something in Kabaddi that's called the balk line. Okay, there's a line in the other half, and if you cross that balk line when there are at least 6 people from the other team there, if you cross the line with 1 foot up in the air while crossing the line with the other foot, you get a bonus point. In that case, you don't need to touch a player from the other team. That bonus point is yours. So this round is called bonus point because in this round, each participant will be asked one question. It is worth 15 points. There is no negative marking. Okay. However, if you like, you can ask for bonus points. If yes, then a correct answer will give you 20 points. So you have to mention bonus points though before the question is asked. Okay. If you say bonus point after answering a question, I will not give you bonus points. Also, if you go in for bonus points, then the entire question becomes plus 20 minus 10. 20 for the right answer, minus 10 for the wrong answer. So be very careful. A lot of things can change about in this entire round. Questions do not carry forward. 10 seconds for answering each question. This time what we'll do is that we'll start from the middle.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Guika?
Sir, do we need to say bonus points before the question is asked or before we answer the question?
Before answering the question. You see the question, then you can say bonus points.
Thank you.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, yes.
Sir, when we say that, when we means we say bonus points and our answer is incorrect, so means we will get the 10 points or something or minus 10 points.
You get minus 10 points, and in fact, if you ask for bonus points, even if you pass, you'll get minus 10. Huh? You have to answer if you're asking for bonus points. Okay. Any other doubts?
No, sir.
Let's start off with Guika this time from the middle. Guika, your direct question, I can mute Avnish right now. Your direct question is this. What is the common link among these 3 companies? Hyundai, LG and POSCO.
So they are all companies which are based in India.
They are not all companies that are based in India. They're not based out of India. That would be a vague answer. Do you want to be more specific? I'm sorry, actually, this is something that I cannot allow you now. Yes, I'm so sorry. Anybody else would like to give me the answer? They are all companies that are based out of a country. They're headquartered in a country. They are companies.
Sir, they are all Korean companies, South Korean companies.
South Korean.
Companies. They're all South Korean companies. They're of South Korean origin. That would be the most specific and correct answer for this question. So sorry, Guika, I will not be able to give you points. Ishit from Euro School, Thane. This is your question. Ishit, what is the common link among these 3 politicians? Digvijay Singh, Kamal Nath and Shivraj Singh Chauhan. Very specifically, you have to tell me.
They all are from Punjab.
That is incorrect. Anybody else would like to answer this question?
Sir, are they chief ministers of Madhya Pradesh?
Very good, Medansh. Excellent, Medansh. Very, very interesting. They have all been chief ministers of Madhya Pradesh at some point in time. Shivraj Singh is the current chief minister. He took over from Kamal Nath. And then, of course, Digvijay Singh is a former chief minister. So well done, Medansh. But, of course, you don't get points for that. Let's move on to Pavni from MGD. Pavni, your question is, what is the link among these 3 sports persons? Jwala Gutta, Ashwini Ponappa, Sai Praneeth.
Anansh.
Yes, Ashi? Yes? Just a moment. Give us a moment. Yes, go ahead and answer this question for us.
I'd like to pass.
Okay, you would like to pass this question. Okay. Would anybody else like to answer it for our reference? Anyone? Avnish, go ahead.
Sir, first I would like to ask a question. Are there negative points if we answer a past question wrong, incorrect?
This is not carry forward. In this round, there is no carry forward only. This is for free. It's a Mufat ka answer.
Okay. So, I think they are all female sports persons.
What are they?
I think they are all female sports persons, sir.
They're all female. They're not. Sai Praneeth is actually a male sports person, and that's the incorrect answer. They're actually all badminton players. Ashi, I think you disconnected. Do not worry.
Yeah. Can you just?
From where? From which point did you get there?
So I can't hear you.
Actually, from Guhika's point, My internet has, sorry, I'm so sorry, it was acting up.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. So in fact, I do not think anybody actually answered their questions correctly. Ishit did not answer his question correctly. And Gohika also did not answer her question correctly. And in fact, Pavni also did not answer her question correctly.
That's
So
zero, right? Nobody has answered incorrectly.
nobody has answered. Nobody's answered. But we have other students who have answered these questions. So well done with that. They are all badminton players. Jwala Gutta, Ashwini Ponappa are champions badminton players in doubles. Sai Praneeth is an upcoming singles badminton player. Okay. So all are Indian badminton players. That's Jwala Gutta. Let's quickly move on to question number 4. That is from Medhansh. Medhansh, what is the common link among these 3 books? Discoveries of India, Glimpses of World History, Letters from a Father to His Daughter.
Sir, these are all written by Indira Gandhi.
That's incorrect. Letters from a father to his daughter. Medhansh, how would she write?
Oh.
So may I answer?
Yes, Gohika, go ahead.
So they are all books from Jawaharlal Nehru.
Yes. They're all books by Jawaharlal Nehru. He wrote some of these while he was in prison. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's move on to question number 5 for Harley. Harley?
Sorry, Anansh, I'm very sorry. I just want to reconfirm. So that will be a -10 for Medhansh. Is that right?
No, he did not bonus. He did not
He
ask.
did not bonus. Okay, okay. Sorry, apologies.
No worries. Sorry, she's having a little fluctuation in internet connection, so she's just reconfirming. Medhansh did not ask for a bonus. I'm reconfirming. Am I correct?
Yeah, sir.
Yes. Okay. Let's move on to question number 5 for Harley. Harley, what is the common link among these 3 individuals? Rabindranath Tagore, V.S. Naipaul, Ernest Hemingway. It's an award. An award.
Sir, I think that they all have written, means they all are writers for the national songs, national anthem, that is.
I'm so sorry. That is the incorrect answer. My apologies. Yes, there are authors, but I needed a more specific answer. And then
So may I answer?
they're not authors who have written national anthems. Yes, Gohika, Baba, you can answer. Go ahead.
So they're Nobel Prize laureates for literature.
They are Nobel Prize laureates for literature. Well done, Gohika. Very good. Very, very good. Happens.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Okay. Lastly, we come
Sir,
to
can you repeat the answer?
they're all Nobel Prize winners in literature. V.S. Naipaul, Ernest Hemingway, and Rabindranath Tagore. Nobel Prize laureates.
Okay.
V.S. Naipaul is actually not an Indian. He might be of Indian descent, but he was born in Trinidad and Tobago, and he lived in UK. Ernest Hemingway is also not an Indian, but they're all Nobel Prize laureates in literature. Okay. Now, question number 6 for Avnish. Avnish, what is the common among these 3 individuals? Elon Musk or Enzo Ferrari?
Sir, they all own a car company. Elon Musk owns Tesla, Henry Ford owns Ford, and Enzo Ferrari owns Ferrari.
Very good. Avnish Baba, if you knew it, why didn't you ask for bonus points?
Forgot.
See, this you should not forget. You know, we get so excited sometimes we forget to ask for bonus points. It could have changed the entire situation with the quiz. Very good answer. Your answer is, of course, absolutely correct. All 3 are founders of automobile companies. I will give you the marks for that, Avnish. Well done. You get 15 points. And in fact, you are the only person in this entire round who actually scored points. Okay. So let's quickly see what the final scores are for our final pre-quarter final. Let's quickly see what our final scores are. And Ashi, can you please brief us?
Yes, so we have Medhansh leading with 35 points. So he definitely goes in the next round. We have a tie between Harley Kachela and Guhika Joshi because they both have 20 points. Next, we have Avnish Kulkarni with 15 points, Ishit Rai with 15 points, Pavni with 15 points. So that's all about it. Like we've got 3 people with 15 and 2 people competing for the final position to go in the next round.
This is so close. Congratulations, Medhansh. You definitely qualify for the quarterfinals. Let's give Medhansh a round of applause. Medhansh. Avnish Baba, you see how different those 5 points could have made the entire scenario. We would have had a 3-way tiebreaker. Okay, so well done. Well done, Avnish. Well done, Ishit. Well done, Pavni.
Yes,
Okay, well done, all of you. This is such a close quiz. We have 3 students on 50, 2 students on 20, and 1, of course, on 35. So well done, Avnish, Ishit, and Pavni. Congratulations to all of you on your participation. But now, and of course, how could we end the day like this? No, so we have to have these tiebreakers. We've had 4 tiebreakers in 8 quizzes, and you guys don't want us to rest, which is perfectly fine. We are excited being around with you. So very quickly, we are going to have a tiebreaker, and this is how the tiebreaker is going to work. Guhika and Harle, I'm going to
Yes,
ask you one question each. Okay, we're going to be asked one question each. Okay, if one answers correctly, the other answers incorrectly. The person who answers correctly goes through. Now, if both of you answer incorrectly, but both of you answer correctly, we'll repeat the process and we'll see how
Yes,
long
sir.
all of us sit and enjoy this. Okay, let's start off very quickly. Just give me one moment. Let me just reconfirm our balance questions.
It will be round wise.
No, it's not round wise. It's just question wise. Just give me one moment. I just want to make sure that the levelization of the questions is there so that one doesn't get asked an overly tough question. One doesn't get asked an overly easy question.
Yes.
Okay, I think I have found the questions that I want to ask you all. Give me one moment. And what is the order? As per the order, Harle, you will be asked the first question.
Yes.
And Guhika, you will be asked the second question. Yes, Harle, that is, yes, as per our order. So we follow the order that we have written it in. So Harle, you will be asked the first question. Guhika, you will be asked the second question. Guhika,
Yes.
question is this. The image shown below is a mascot for an Indian company. Can you name this Indian company? Harle.
Yeah. So
See this mascot and name the Indian company in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't receive an answer. I'm sorry, Harle. Anybody else can answer because I'm not carrying this forward. Yes. Yes.
So may I answer?
Yes, you can also answer, Guhika, but you'll not. I mean, it's not your.
Yes, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
Sir, Shatabdi.
No, not Shatabdi. Ishit.
Rangla Punjab.
What did you say, Ishit?
Rangla Punjab.
No. It's Air India.
Oh.
He's the mascot of Air India, the Maharaja. Okay. No worries. Very quickly, let's move on to Guhika, your direct question. Can you name this city? Look at the pictures. Look at the picture very carefully. Look at different things in the picture and then tell me whether you can name this city, which is also called the cultural capital of India.
So is it West Bengal?
The city. I am so sorry, but you have answered and you have answered incorrectly. You have to name the city. The city in West Bengal is Calcutta.
Oh.
Oh gosh. Okay, no worries. Give me a moment. Let me go on to 2 other questions that I can ask you all. Give me one moment. Now we'll go in the opposite order. First question will be asked to Guhika and the second question
Yes, sir.
will be asked to Harle. Is that fine?
yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And both of them are levelized. Okay. Just a moment. They are on different genres. From what I can see, one actually these are the reserved questions that we have. Give me one moment. Just 1 second. Okay, so very quickly, let's move on. Guhika, the first question gets asked to you. Can you name the ashram established by Mahatma Gandhi in Ahmedabad?
Yes, sir. Sabarmati Ashram.
Very good, Guhika. That is the correct answer. Okay, this is from that round 1. So the question number 2 is not going to be asked to you. We are not going to get into that. Okay. Harle, your direct question is, can you name this majestic mountain range located in Switzerland? Majestic mountain range found in Switzerland. Very famous mountain ranges. They're called the Swiss something. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Harle, do you have an answer?
No, sir.
I am so sorry, Harle. Anybody else has an answer for the Swiss mountain ranges?
Sir, the Swiss Alps.
Swiss
Yes,
Alps.
sir.
Mika also knew the answer. The answer is the Alps.
I had went here, I think.
No worries, Harle. Happens sometimes, especially in the pressure of the moment, you learn how to keep your calm and composure and start thinking more clearly in such pressure situations. That's one of the greatest life skills that you can learn from a quiz. And for that, we are actually done with our final pre-quarterfinal. We have got 15 pre-quarterfinals and 105 students from 35 schools, 15 schools, for 2 weeks. 2 days of scintillating quizzing, 16 quizzes each day. 8 quizzes each day. Tomorrow onwards, we have 4 quizzes. All of you who are live streaming, please do join us at 10 a.m. in the morning. From between 10 a.m. and 1:30 p.m., we shall be having all our quizzes. So thank you so much for having joined us. At this point in time, before we end, as always, I will give you a little bit of information about a few things with respect to SkillSphere education. And then I'm going to bid adieu to all our dear students. Okay, so for all of you, I would just like to tell you, those who have just joined us on stream, every Sunday we have something called the Global Jigyasa Weekly Current Affairs Quiz, which has 10 questions about the world, 4 options each, out of which 1 is always correct. It's attempted by over 60,000 people across India, including adults and students. And in fact, if you follow us on Instagram or on Facebook, you'll keep getting updated about this quiz and about so many other free quiz initiatives that we run online. But this Global Jigyasa quiz is very popular because it's basically a roundup of what has taken place in the week. Which is all the current affairs that have taken place in a particular week. We make a quiz out of it with 10 questions, 4 options each, 1 always correct. And if you'd like to receive it from us, we have subscribers lists which are only used for sending out this quiz. You can SMS or WhatsApp the word subscribe to 99871 34522. I repeat, 99871 34522. Right? SMS or WhatsApp the word subscribe to 99871 34522. And we are very excited to tell you that we are going to be having the Global Jigyasa app, which is going to be released in June 2020. This will have daily news bulletins and daily quizzes on what's happening in the world. A wonderful way to keep updated about the current affairs happenings of the world. Stay tuned for more updates about this. If you are associated with us via the subscription for the quiz, you will automatically get to know about this as well, about the quiz app. And stay tuned on our Facebook and Insta pages for more updates on that. And lastly, very excited to tell all of our viewers that we have something called the SkillSphere e-quiz workshop that we have started during the lockdown. After a lot of coaxing from parents and students, we have finally started off our quiz workshops as well. And this is a workshop with 5 sessions of 1.5 hours each. We discuss a range of current affairs issues, right from science to inventions to discoveries to global affairs to current affairs, politics, economics, sports, finance. All these different issues are discussed in a very interactive way, which culminates in a quiz in every session, which students really enjoy. We teach them the art of thinking, the art of quizzing, and most importantly, we teach them the spirit of jigyasa, which is the curiosity to learn about the world. So we have free demo sessions as well for this. In case anybody who is watching this has a student only in the age groups of 10 to 13 years who might be interested in attending this lockdown SkillSphere e-quiz workshop, you can register your child or give us a call basically on 73042 77730. I repeat, 73042 77730. You can also call us on 88506 32323. I repeat, 88506 32323. All right. So thank you very much, everybody. Kids, thank you so much for being so amazing, for being so epic. All of you, y'all have been absolutely fabulous. Very exciting, sweet bunch of kids. All of you, all that nice childish exuberance and innocence is something that I see in all of you. Congratulations to your parents, your teachers, your principals, and everybody else who's made you what you are. And keep motivating, encouraging everybody with all your good work. Keep reading, keep learning. This is just the beginning. You're in grade 6 to 8. Keep abreast with the current affairs of the world. Learn society. And while you are in this entire lockdown, please ensure that you stay excited, stay engaged, learn new things, stay enlightened, stay imaginative, stay everything positive. And thank you so much, students, for ensuring that we had a wonderful time. All the people on our Facebook live stream have had an amazing time too, thanks to you. And we will see you soon. Congratulations. Bye-bye, guys, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye, sir. Bye, sir.
Great. Thank you.
Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Yes, bye-bye. Bye, Avnish.
Bye.
Bye, Goika. Great. All right, Ashi. So I think it's time to call it a wrap. And thank you very much to everybody who has joined us through the day. I know there are some people who are actually watching this through the day. They send me some WhatsApps in the middle wanting to tell me answers. And, we are able to correct ourselves. That's Anas from our team. Anas, say hello. Until you say hello and unmute yourself, people can't see you on the Facebook live stream, and I'd like them to see your face. Say hello to everybody, Anas. Great. Fursan, please say hello to everybody. You can set your hair.
Hi.
Fursan's hair is all ragged, looking after all of the kids, making sure that they come on time into our quiz room from one waiting room to another. That's basically what Fursan has been doing over the last 2 days. And now, of course, his work is going to get a little easier because now he's not dealing with 105 kids. He's dealing with 32 kids who are now in the quarters, and then he'll be dealing with 8 kids in the semis and then just 4 kids in the finals. But it's been a wonderful journey for us. We've really enjoyed ourselves, isn't it, Ashi?
Definitely. I think today the quizzes were amazing, and I love the fact that almost every quiz had like a tiebreaker.
Right, absolutely. Every quiz had a tiebreaker. I have to be very honest with all of you who are also listening to us. I was secretly praying that one kid gets some answer wrong, because whenever we got into the tiebreaker, we were running out of questions, especially when all those 3 kids were together. We would have really had to open all our questions. Of course, we have bonus reserves of bunches of questions, so we are very excited always to entertain these things, but it gets long, and we ended by 5 today. Tomorrow onwards, we have 4 quizzes, slightly longer, because here what happened is that we have 6 to 7 students in the quarters. We'll only have 4 students in one quarter. Probably day after tomorrow, we'll have 5 students. Okay, so basically, it'll be shorter quizzes, but each student will get more opportunities to answer questions. So that's really what the format of the quarterfinals is. Here in every round, every person gets one question to answer. In the quarterfinals, every person will get 2 questions to answer. Okay, so that's about it. And thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, girls. Thank you so much, everyone, ma'am, sirs, parents, teachers, students, coordinators, whoever, for having been a part of this entire journey with us of the pre-quarterfinals. What's more exciting though is that the journey is now heating up. Okay, the pyramid is steep. We have gotten into the quarters. We'll have even more competitive quizzes, and slowly and steadily we're going to move genres a little bit. So a lot of the questions that we possibly could ask on certain genres are going to get exhausted, and we are moving through genres while keeping the relevance of age for students of grades 6 to 8. So there'll be a lot of other interesting things to learn tomorrow and day after, and then on Saturday and Sunday as well. And I hope that we get to see a lot more of you joining. Please do join in, especially those people who will come to cheer the students who are participating. Students, please do tell your friends, because the objective is to learn and to engage, to get more people to know more about this quiz as far as possible. All right. With that, I think it's time for a well-deserved break for my team and for me. Thank you so much, Ashi. Thank you so much, Anas. Thank you so much, Fursan. Thank you all of you for being awesome. Thank you so much, Pranjali, Aman, who's in the waiting room looking after the kids, Jayant, who's also in the waiting room looking after the kids, Ria, who's been making the quizzes questions along with me, and Nabil, of course, as well. Thank you so much. It's been an absolute roller coaster journey with the pre-quarterfinals, and we are excited to get on to the next journey for the quarters. So see all of you tomorrow at around 10 a.m. and see you. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.